Alrighty, hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David and her ladyship? Now, Bassman sent me an email to the effect that he may be a little late in joining us, but hopefully he is not far away. In the meantime, this morning I am continuing with the detailing on the engine. I've had a closer look at the engine bay and stuff we're going to have to do. I've also managed to contact a laser cutter, and I'll be able to get parts cut out that I need cut out by the laser. And that'll be very cool. Well, that's possibly on the cards. It depends on how much I'm looking at paying. If it's not an unreasonable amount, that's going to happen, because it'll give us a much better result. Now, first things first. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, comes the camera. Now, what my phone's done. It's going on to the lock screen thing. Give me a moment. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on. For God's sake. There we go. I ask you. Now, there's a few things I discovered in the time that between now that I've and when I've been last on. Excuse me a moment. Okay, now I have to give you probably a bit of zoom in first. Turn the camera. There we go. Now this, where's that? Here we go. In normal, we'll assume that all the normal stuff that is part of this floor on the Volvo would be here, right? Now that ultimately would go into there, like that, nice and snug, and then you get your radiator, the engine of course being pre-built, Anyway, point is that I'm going to need to cut out there up to just under there and back, and where the line's going to be is here. Now, looking at where the axles are going to be glued, I'll show you that too. Here we go. Now, ding. There we are. Now those are the axles for the front. Now, well, actually what I could even do now, do I want to trim them off? I can. I would prefer not to, I guess. Anyway, so we've got them. Now they ultimately go thusly, but obviously at a much, actually it's that way around or the other way. Either way, they go there. So the space we have with, days, here, we need to be able, you can't see it right now because I haven't zoomed you out, to get this, being the engine, to go into there, ultimately. And sit high enough, this is the wrong way around, and to sit high enough to A, clear the axles here, and B, now, and I think we can do that because if I take that out, that'll facilitate the height of this, which we'll need to be, I hope this all makes sense. Ultimately, this is in the way at the moment. I will need this to be about there. Now the reason for that, and also drop down a bit lower, because that's the height of the engine bay. So we need to work with that a bit. Now, to that end, I've contacted the laser cutters. And they have told me they can do this cutting. I want to make sure that I keep that, because that's actually a distinct part of the Volvo chassis, sort of a thing. So no further than there. So the question we can ask is, with that there, nah, I will want to go a bit lower. So I'll try and take it at probably, I'll need to take that floor out altogether, because what we can see here, that's the floor there. Now if I want to bring the engine into there and drop it down, that's not going to be far enough, so I'll need to cut this out. The width for which I'll need to cut out is going to be the width of there, because that's the transmission housing, which is of course, or at least we'll need to go probably consider the widest part here on the engine. So we'll need to go, that goes that way around. Yeah. Now that I've identified that, do I want to mark it out? Okay, I've got a good solid identification. This is useful, believe it or not, guys, because what that means is that I can, actually I will mark it out, just roughly, because I have sent them an email. They would like a picky. Now, what to mark it out with is the question. Indeed, this is a question, people. You would think probably a texter and ruler would be the ticket. What the hell are these? Ah, convenient. Oh, wait a minute, maybe not. That's a pencil. Oh, hello. We working, are we? We are. It's a texter. It's a black texter. That's not helpful. Yeah, that's inconvenient. How are they going to see that? And I believe the other one would be too. That's hilarious. Okay, let me think about this. Yeah, of course it is. Nice one, big boy. How to mark it out? There's got to be a way, amongst all the shit I have. Open to suggestions. It doesn't have to be done right now, but at least I know where I've got to mark out. This is all really good stuff in my eyes. Now, other things I've discovered, people, and I will share with you, are on the Mustang. With regards to the engine bay, here we go. This is all very important stuff. We will see they've got their battery in already on the already printed on in this engine bay. Further, so is the radiator here, which means putting them onto the Volvo would be a problematic achievement. Hang on. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I was thinking I could use one of my paint pens to outline it, but the problem is I want something that's not permanent, really, don't I? Anyway, so what I've thought about and concluded is the way to roll. Excuse me while I just put this away properly. Is in the Volvo kit, they actually have a battery, conveniently enough, and that is this little number here. Now, it's a bit blurry. There we go. So, that's all good. That's not a problem. We can, therefore, whilst using the Mustang bits, and that conveniently enough, where is, give me a moment, guys. Where have I put Rob? Where have you put it? I'm looking for that bit of floor. Anyway, the point is there is a specific spot for this on the floor of the engine bay. So that's very convenient. Second, the Volvo comes with its own fan. Quite a chunky one, it must be said. That's the fan and radiator in. Hang on. Fan and radiator in one go. That's what they've got there. So we'll roll with that. That's easy enough. Now, zoom out a little. Now, where did I put? Because I'd like to show you how that operates in actuality. But for some reason, I can't see where I've put the bloody... What the fuck? Oh, hang on. It's actually in here. Oh, wow. That's kind of a good sign. Here we go. So where this goes in it, basically, is right there. So ultimately, give me a moment. There we go. Now, ultimately, you can see, let me get the engine. That's not the engine. Where's the engine I'm working with? For fuck's sake. Hang on. Again, was right in front of me. Really? Really? Anyway, ultimately, of course, the engine's got to go to there. Where have I put it? Brain of a duck at times, I tell you. So that the engine will need to drop down to there because of the sump, which will be there. Excuse me, I'm still looking for the engine, particularly as I do want to do some detailing on that today. Here we go. Now I can show you. So that ultimately is going to need to go, or be able to go right. So we're going to want that making contact with that, I'll still be able to put all the fan belt mechanisms in. So yeah, that's fine. And I'll need that area there cut out, as I said. Now, if that battery goes here, there's two very distinct holes for it, which is convenient as all hell. Not quite sure what the drill is with those ones. Might have a look at the Volvo assembly sheets. It might be a bit of bonus, but we'll see what we can do. There's our plan, and that's what's going to happen. Now, next, what I would like to quickly check before I get into some painting is no be on yes, Robin, I remember now. Volvos have a unusual radiator system, and if I'm using their radiator on the thing, I need to use this. Oops. Where are we going? We're going there. There we go. And down. In fact, there is the exact part. That is part of the radiator mechanism. Because, in fact, you can even see that that little lead would go to there. So there you go. So we'll probably paint that as well. Do they give us a color? No, cunties. But I reckon I can remember what mine looked like anyway. Let's see what it looks like on here. It is which part? Or is it on a different part? It might be on a different thing. Give me a moment. Here we go. Boom. There we go anyway. So they reckon they don't give us a colour for it. Very generous of them. Never mind. Oh dear. Al Sad. Never mind. Now, colours I am looking for. I missed some chrome yesterday. I want to get onto that because that is this. Needs to be chromed. That's part of the exhaust manifold. Now, something I'd also like to check before I paint that is, give me a moment, just mount that, oops, zoom out, is okay, because of course, yes, that's going to be chrome. Do I want to go all of that chrome, or will some of that be a different color? Give me a moment. This is information I need to find out. Here we go. I'll bring the camera back just a little. Right. No, it looks like it's going to be entirely chrome. Jolly good. And another part that needs to be chrome is this, the top of the air filter. So we'll get that done first. That'll be our first port of call. Then this makes for some interesting compare and contrast. Give me a moment, guys. Let's see if... Now, I'm not sure if there's something that goes on top of this. What I'm looking at here is half the engine block in comparison to the Mustang one. Interesting. Anyway, what we're going to do... That's right, chrome. That was it. Oops, so I need that. Right, yes, now. Chrome is here. Shake, shake, shake. Ba, 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 ba. There was something I wanted to do too. May have changed my mind on one of the important colours, the trim colour that I want to use. And the reason for that is that now that they've dried, one is looking distinct. I mean, there's no wrong option in this, but yeah. Anyway, first I'll paint this. Now, do I want to go two different brushes on this, as in this colour? Probably would be easier. All right, we'll start with the chunky one. And away we go. Nice. Now, I do need to be kind of aware of the time because I've got a swimming lesson. Now, these are the exhaust manifold, or half of the exhaust manifolds. For some reason, these are much bigger than the other ones. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. There we go. Now, I may as well just use this brush for the bigger parts of the air filter lid. Because I don't need to be too precise there, obviously. There we go. All right. The top. Then I'll give you a zoom in. All right. There we go. So that's the exhaust manifolds. Now. Excuse me. A few bits here. Take that as close as I dare to the edge. This has got to go right the way out to the edge. This colour. Oops, you can't see what I'm doing. Hang on. Up. Focus. There you go. Now what I'm doing is applying chrome to this, the air filter colour. I first questioned the when that's what the assembly sheet said. Thought surely not. But when I looked online, yeah, man, chrome. And there's a couple of other. Now, I'm just doing the big bits with this brush. There we go. After this, all right, I'm going to clean this brush, and then I'm going to get a smaller brush and do the tidy up bits. Ding. Move all this out the way for a moment. Paper towel. And rinse. Alrighty. Oh, hey, Dave. Oh, nice one. Is it in the football? Oh, I think I shall use this one. I'll need my goggles, I shall. Which are where? Oh, there they are. All right. Nice one. Who do they beat? Be aware that football does not necessarily get as much coverage, or at least unless it relates to the Socceroos, does not necessarily get that much coverage over here. Oh, I have to touch up already. Now we come around there, around here. Now comes the tricky parts. Around the edge. Now Wow, that's being a bit harder than I thought. Never mind, almost there. There we go. Right. Now, the really tricksy part underneath. Macedonia, nice. Denmark. Nice one. As you can gather, my headset just dropped out. Now, finally, this one will be coming under here. Now, almost there. Then there's a couple of other little bits I want to do. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get the light. There we are. Now we come from this side. And up, focus. And here we go. Oh no! Just put my bloody great fingers on top of the. Really touch that up. And I put some, Robst. Too focused on one thing, not paying enough attention to another. Never mind. That's an easy. They're actually easy fixes. Yeah. Anyway, where was I? I've done that. Here we go. The trials and tribulations of a scale modeler, guys. Now, All right. Now, that's one part. I want to do a chrome bracket on this as well. Because there is one. And finally, and then I'll give you a zoom in. Bearing in mind that there are some tidy-ups required. Goggles off, clean brush. Then I'll show you. It's come up quite well on the whole, notwithstanding a couple of tidy-ups. Excuse me. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, grasshopper. Now, if you're wondering who Grasshopper is, that's me. It's one of my nicknames. Now, what I just did on that one, here we go. There we are. So, as you can see, there's a couple of tidy ups on the blue required. There we go. And that is the correct color, apparently. So there we go. Zoom out. Now, yeah, thank you. Like I said, a couple of touch-ups, but they're nothing significant. Nice and easy, really. Now, chassis black is the color I want to get stuck into. To that end, now I should find a spot to let this dry, which I'll pop over to here. Now, what I need to decide or find out is first, okay, so in this instance we're looking for things that are coloured. Hang on, let's just check whether that's chassis black. I don't think it is, actually. Interesting. They have that as aluminium, as in the, I'll point out what I mean by that. This. On the other Mustang, it was black. Interesting. Alright. I'm potentially comfortable with that. That was the colour why I was going for the chassis black. So what's there? What I would call chassis black. Give me a moment. E. Where do they want us to go with that? There. This is very different to the other Mustang engine. Interesting. Okay, well there, okay, that's a good start. So, what colour's the fan? G being, I'm thinking we can do the radiator and radiator housing potentially. Where's the colour? G, I'm looking for G. G! Two different types of black, effectively. That's right. Okay. Let's have a look at this particular part, shall we? Being this. That's a wee bit cunty. Oh no. I can achieve this. Okay, give me a moment. Give you a zoom in so you can see what I'm looking at. Oh, hey John, how you doing? Zooming in. Right. So what you can see here is we have the fan. Behind that's the radiator. What I'm holding, in effect, is the radiator housing. And on the back, we also have radiator. Now, what the recommendation is, that range shows it a bit better, is that basically there are two different types of black, which I have at my disposal. That's all good in the hood. It does fall a bit into the category of, really? But then the other side of that equation is, and yes, and we all know I'm going to do that anyway. Sorry, it's off of camera. So what we'll do, zoom out for a moment. I don't know, I still feel a bit ummy and ahry about aluminium on the on here. I really do. I have reservations. Anyway, let's get this done. Now, looking for a suitable. Oh, I just realized that. So I missed a spot, a few spots in there. Yeah, I have. Give me a moment, guys. Glad I noticed now. There we are. It's interesting, sometimes you do something, as in paint it, and it's just a question of all these little angles. They're so easy to escape notice. Alrighty, there we go. No we don't. I was actually quite glad I noticed what I hadn't done there. It saved me a lot of frustration down the track. So yeah, into here. Dearie me. And there's more here. There we are. Now it's solid. Well, what they're saying is, well, as I said, they're saying aluminium. Now, the thing is, the engine on the other Mustang and the Batmobile, both of which I'm waiting for parts from, are black, and that's why I'm going aluminium. Really intriguing. So might actually keep this brush out for a moment once I've completely cleaned it. Now, use that on the I might actually even do the whole thing with this brush, we'll see. Well, do it when you feel that it's the right time, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, I guess the other side of the equation is that that connects to an aluminium piece. Because it does. I shall ponder this while painting this chassis black. Now, as I said, I'm looking for a mounting thing here, and actually, here we go. Here's a bit of an idea. Now, first, splatch. I believe that's the term I'm looking for. Splatch. Yes, good and stable. Oh no, I need that one. Now, dear me. Hang on. What's that? Oh, that's there. Windward hoe. And we shall find looking for the battery. It's over here. Is that what I feel there? I did. Well, yeah, we'll do it that way. Oh, no. Could I? There we go. That'll give me the angles I require. So we'll do that. Now, what was the other part they wanted? This color. Yes. All right. Well, while I'm here, I guess anything else that needs to be... Oh no, I need to let that dry first. All right. All right. So, hang on. Ah, yes, part 217 we're looking for. Aha. Oh, yeah, I remember this. That's the distributor cap. Yeah, no, I'll do the bottom of that black there, yeah. All right. All right, and I do not need that for that, therefore. So, just looking for any other parts. Okay, no. Okay, we're good. We're solid. Ah, now this part. This is part of the cooling system of the Volvo. I'm trying to remember what colour it would need to be clearish, sort of a thing. Trying to think what colour I'd like that to be. But one thing I do know is that some of these are going to be black. I'll also actually, now that I think of one thing that will definitely be black on, it also is on the sump, these engine mounts. All right, decisions made. Let's get some. How much else have I got? It's feeling very empty. No, I can feel something moving. I hope that I got some. Actually, if I don't, I'll probably have some in the one of my containers. Get out of there. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Come on. Oh, there we go. Very good. That's plenty. Yeah. Next, we shall. Was I? That was it. Yes. Yes. We can start with the battery. A few other bits. And that's the top of the battery. All right. Italy. are some parts of this that I think I would prefer to do with a more precise brush, most notably in between the caps there. But I'll do as much as I can with this. Just to get it done. There we go. All right, so that's the battery on the way. You're going to say it was already black? Yeah, probably. That's a fair point. Don't care. Done it. Now, if we go a little bit cautiously into here. There's a little bit of clearance at the top. They have some clearance, Clarence. We should go into here. Now, suspect that what I'm doing here is in fact probably not going to show that much except to the really trained eye, but never mind. And we'll go in like that angle. So we sort of hit the back and come around. Hit the back, come around. Actually, no, you can see a difference. All right. Now, I'm fast approaching. Sorry for vaguing out into my own thoughts there, guys. I'm fast approaching the point at which I need to make a decision about that engine block there. I'm still feeling strongly inclined to go black with that. Any jokes about not being able to go back will be ignored. Oh, Bassman, how you doing? Give me a moment. Now, say, oh, hey Jeff. Say hi to Basswoman. Bassman. Now, Bing, paste. Alrighty. Hardly hey.
Hello, hello. I'm late, but
How
I'm
you
here.
doing?
I'm sorry.
I just doing some detailing, as you can see. I've contacted a laser cutter for the engine bay floor.
Hello, Jeff and David.
They can do it.
Oh, they can do it?
They can. I'm just got to find out what it's going to cost. I haven't seen pictures or anything yet. But you'd have thought for a pretty tiny job like that, it wouldn't cost much.
Now, the local place you can carry it to, you got to ship it off.
No, I'll just take it down the. It's sort of across town, but not so far that it's enough for me to cringe. If you know what it's one of those sorts of drives that are just, oh yeah, I can.
Oh, you got to pack your lunch to go, huh?
No, it's not one. It's not that far. It's more of a. I might pop in for a coffee somewhere.
Well, all right, wonderful. That's pretty exciting,
That's
huh?
good because I've pegged out where I need to get it all cut off to. Actually, once I finish painting this, actually wait till I finish the assembly sheets on the Mustang engine, so that the part of it should be, this rear part should be aluminium. But I'm not, somehow that doesn't sound right. I'm always thinking it should be black.
Oh, yeah?
Because all the other ones seem to be black.
Huh. So what route you going to take?
Yes, that you see, these are the trials and tribulations of a bald man. Because I'm quite undecided at the moment. I mean, I suppose there's the option of heaven forfend following the assembly sheets. Who would have thought that, eh?
Who would have thunk it?
Indeed. But the other is, well, the other engines have looked that way, or been done that way. So why is this one different? But then, different engine. Rubbing.
Yeah, we had to go
Can't
get
even run that one through the crime computer.
a crime computer.
That's the one. This is definitely the joke of the Riddler, though. Riddle me this. Riddle me this. What
Riddle me
color
that.
should the engine block be?
So my wonderful Basswoman wife ordered me another Monte Carlo, and I've already painted it and got the top on it.
Oh, nice. Oh, swish.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
That's nice, man.
Thanks, sir. This one will not be getting any clear added to it because it's got a pretty good shine on it, like it does. So,
Yeah, nice.
yep, I'm pretty happy about that.
I bet.
I've already got the engine assembled for it. So,
Now, I know what I'll do with this engine. Because I might get my goggles on for this. Paint that I would use to do that block is an acrylic. If worse comes to worse, I choose to go black. It won't be a problem, if you know what I'm saying. They're
all
a
right.
bit easier to work with in that regard. Now, once I've done these engine mounts, I'll give you a zoom in on what I've sussed out as far as the laser cutting goes. Yeah, it's gonna look good. Because I spent a bit of time looking at it, not just this morning for confirmation, but earlier last night, and it'll happen as far as the whole engine going in very nicely. I just want to get the laser cut done because it'll just make it that bit easier and nicer.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It will. Yeah.
A little more precise. All right. Now, probably should. And then, oh no, that won't matter. Huh. All righty. Next, I need to get a thin brush into some parts on the battery.
So I've learned a new trick about adding a little bit more realism to the rims on your vehicles, and it's
Oh, what's that?
taking a little 7 millimeter wire
Uh-huh.
and snipping it the length, and then taking your little screw drill
Yeah.
and like drill into your rim before you put your rim in your tire, cut your pieces off, dip black
Yeah.
paint on the end of it, and slide them into your rim, and it actually looks like you got a valve stem on your rim.
Yeah, right.
That's feels like a lot of work, but I'm gonna try a set just to see how it turns out. And you can also add like lug nuts using this method to like steel wheels.
Yeah, right. So it's those really tiny details that
Yeah, yeah. To kind of make your eyes
no.
go cross-eyed.
Now, what I've worked out with regards to the engine and its position, and what I need cut out is this. Now, in normal, as far as it goes, it's a bit blurry. But hang on. There we go. We got this, and this being the engine floor goes in there. Da 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 da.
Okay.
Now, this needs to stay because that is actually part of the Volvo undercarriage structure.
Right.
This is where the transmission housing will need to go. So what I'm going to need, but I'll be able to come down, and you can see that there's quite a decent gap between here and there, basically.
Right.
And the axles go on here. So the theory I'm rolling with is if I cut out accordingly, bam, and indeed probably to that edge, back to here, I'll have enough space then to get it to the right height to then put the engine in, have the axles clear, and it'll all be sweet.
Okay. So your metal axle, because I have had some of my model kits where there was actually a hole through the oil pan that where the axle went through it.
Yep, all sorts of things. But yeah, that's how I'm setting it.
Are you going to
Um,
take a white marker and draw out the area you need to cut out, or are you able to go in
I
there?
don't actually have a white marker. I've got white paint.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, but ultimately, I suppose if I do it from the inside, it's not going to matter, is it? Of
No,
course.
no, no. Yeah, absolutely not.
Why did I not see this? All right. On that basis, let me take off my goggles. Now, I just need to keep a bit of an eye on the time because, yeah, I imagine it would be hard getting stuff from the US at the moment, John. There's all sorts of trade nonsense going on. Now, that being so, because what I also need to consider is that I'm going to get on to the rest of this bit. This actually, wait, no. Be damned, I'm doing that. There's a little bit of this color I still need to do. But I couldn't be damned. I want to see about getting this sorted. That's, of course, why would it matter if it... Now, the engine needs to get close enough to enable me to create a sort of link there with the radiator. So, what I probably need to look at more is width. And therefore, now the other thing I need to consider very carefully is exactly where. How dry is this? Dry enough.
So, how was the safari yesterday?
Oh, mate. 3 very cool sightings. One was got a great view of the elephant, and that was very cool of its own.
Oh, I can imagine.
And got a really good view, in fact, quite a few of the animals, but also saw my first ever wedge-tailed eagle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was very happy about that.
Well, that was a treat by itself.
Totally. That's one of the cool things about going up there is that even the native species are very cool. Because they're in pretty big abundance as well. There is some curiosity as to what happens to those animals who might find themselves in, say, the cheetah or lion enclosure, which is going to end pretty badly for most species, you'd have to think.
No, yeah, absolutely.
because we've got a lot of carnivores. There's hyenas. There's cheetahs, lions. Yeah.
That's what it says.
So,
Lions and tigers and bears on my.
and here's a plan. We'll do it this way. So that's the line I want, straight through there on that one. Boom. Right, found it. Anyway, the so certainly a rabbit would fit very nicely into the cheetah's preferred size of prey.
Right.
So that's, if they saw one of them, they'd be going, "Oh, they're so up for that." The lions would probably have a hard time catching a kangaroo, in truth. That'd probably be if an emu somehow got into their habitat, then possibly they'd nail one of them. Rabbit, nah, too fast.
Oh, absolutely.
Too fast. Not going to happen.
I've actually been rabbit hunting one time, and man, I tell you what, if you ain't on your game, you ain't gonna shoot them little some bitches.
My dad used to take me rabbit hunting from about the age of 10. I was actually a pretty good shot for my age.
Oh yeah.
He was.
I'll tell you something funny here in a minute.
He was state president of an organization called the SSAA, which is the Sporting Shooters Association of Australia.
Okay.
So sort of not quite like the NRA. That's a bit wrong. Not quite the NRA. Not a good example, but you get the idea.
Oh, absolutely.
And as such, of course, I was raised with knowing gun safety, which, in looking back, I've got to say, well, yeah, it's no bad thing. And a healthy respect for firearms, what's more, which is, again, no bad thing. But it's a little wider than I probably want it, but yeah. Okay. And yeah, I remember, because I used to go out shooting quite a lot, unsurprisingly. And we all know the rules. And I remember by the age of, there's a thing they used to do called practical pistol.
Practical pistol.
Yep, which is basically, we do go through those courses, and there's objects that leap up and all the rest of it. Basically, when I was, I think, 15, I was good enough with the pistol that I could consider doing that. So yeah, you got to be a certain level of accuracy.
Right.
And I was when I discovered that, I was pretty pleased with myself, but never actually did it. And I think you've got to be a certain age to be allowed to do that, even.
Yeah. Well,
Which is, well, fair enough.
So you ever done any skeet shooting?
Skeet shooting?
Yeah.
That's tricky.
Like clay pigeons?
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
There's a trick to it, I know that, in terms of...
So, my wife, she grew up in a family that they lived off farmland. Well, her granddaddy's got like a 130-acre farm.
Yeah, right.
Hunted and stuff like that. So we all got there one one fall and done some skeet shooting. Now, mind you, her dad was a police officer,
Yep.
and brother-in-law and all of us, we've handled guns stuff like that. So my wife outshot everybody skeet shooting. She put us all to shame, and I'm not scared to admit it. She sure did.
Yeah, I found skeet shooting really, really hard.
So did I.
In my defense, I was all of 15 using a 12 gauge.
Oh, man, that'll kick it. Damn, 12 gauge kicks hard enough.
Oh, mate. Some of the guns I fired as a teenager, fuck, man. A 308, 22 250. No problems here. I was good with them too.
I used to hunt with a 30-06 with a 150 grain ballistic tip bullet. You talking about bruising your shoulder?
Yeah.
We were shooting that deer. We were shooting that anywhere from 100 to 200 yards away. So you need something that was accurate that didn't really drop much.
Yeah.
I think about 100 yards it dropped by the inch.
Here's something I've got to share with you. My dad used to do some black powder shooting.
Oh, black powder too. Yeah.
And actually, I better get ready to go. And I went up for these are the areas I'm going to get cut out. There.
Okay, marked up.
And there.
Oh yeah.
And they're going to go. So, there you go. Now I'll need to straighten. Oops, daisy. I need to straighten some parts of this up. But come here, you.
So how did you put across this thing?
But you get the idea that now, in fact, I'll definitely need to straighten that up. But either way, I can scrape that. Either way, you get the idea. Now, if I get this will actually tell me exactly where it needs to go. So it should go through there. Yeah, actually, that's weird. So why? I know why. It's because the engine on a Volvo is slightly off center.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's weird. But if I put that there, that will still, strangely enough, be correct. I might want to take a bit of this side out, but that's also okay. So take a bit off of that. But ultimately, that's not going to be finalized until I take it down there. But that'll be the idea. While I'm here, what else I did today was get a bit more chrome done, finish the air filter for the most part, aside from some touch-ups.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's going to look good. That's going to look sharp.
What else did I get painted? Some stuff that's got a black base anyway, and I painted it with black, so we'll leave that there. But I did get some good solid planning done that I'm very happy with.
Oh, that's great.
All righty. You want to show the Bel Air?
Oh, the Monte Carlo?
Monte Carlo, sorry, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that's the one I jumped up and down on like a 5-year-old about 2 weeks ago. Got it repainted and the top put back on.
At least you got a nice new one.
Yeah.
All righty. Now, I need to go off for a swimming lesson now.
Keep your head above water.
Pardon?
I said keep your head above water and don't talk while you're under there.
Sage advice. Now, yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. First time viewers, you know the drill. follow, like, or subscribe.
Subscribe.
Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And follow, like, or subscribe.
Subscribe.
Right. Finally, yes. Tomorrow I'll be back. We'll be back. And
I'll be on time tomorrow.
oh, boffo. And indeed, I'll be back. I'll be able to stick around for a bit longer. I have an appointment at 10:30, but that's immaterial. Actually, wait, 10:30, do I? I'll work it out. In any event, I'll be back tomorrow. Same kit time, same kit channel. Catch you good people then. See yous.